Hello everybody, it's Nikki here from Soul Tribe Vibe. We like to enlighten, empower, and elevate ourselves, and when we do that for ourselves, we like to share it so you guys can help do that for yourself as well. I've been on such an amazing spiritual journey within myself, such an amazing journey within myself, period. I feel so amazing on all levels of self, on a spiritual level, on a physical level, on a mental level, on, a human level. I don't know what I want to call that, but I feel good. And even when you feel good, you still have moments where you feel like you can do better. You still have moments where you feel like you're not doing as good as you should. You have moments where you feel like, damn, like, what am I doing wrong? I know I should be farther than I am. But what we don't realize is that we can't push ourselves. You can't push your greatness. You have to let your greatness build up and let your greatness become. But you also can't hold yourself back either. As we're growing and becoming new versions of us, sometimes we get stuck in old version thoughts, things that we used to think when we were the lesser version that we are now. Things that sometimes people outside of us think or try to treat or put on to us, that is the older version of us, and we allow it. So I'm in a place where I feel like those things are unnecessary. Those thoughts are unnecessary. Those people around you are unnecessary. Anything that has to deal with the old you is unnecessary. So it's our job to evolve ourselves to the next level, okay? So those thoughts, those are your thoughts. You have to control them. You have to tell them or reword them, regurgitate them, redo your thoughts to create something that makes you feel good. So if I know that I am the best channeler around, I can guide and heal myself and heal others, I can't let anybody outside of me or let myself inside of me tell me that I am anything less than that. I can't let myself tell me that I can't do anything. I can't let myself tell me that I haven't fixed anything. I can't let somebody outside of me say, oh, well, she's the same person. I don't care. All that matters is what you're telling you and what you feel for you and what you expect from you. Okay? So all you can ever expect from yourself is greatness. And if you expect anything less than that, then all you're doing is cutting yourself off. Okay, cutting yourself off from your greatness. Okay, we control who we are and who we want to be. Nobody outside of us can tell us who we are. Our parents, the government, the world, it doesn't matter. We've been trained to think that things are supposed to be done a certain way and be a certain way, and we have to be that person that they've said we've been set out to be. But that's not it. So you can be whatever greatest version of you as long as you allow you to be the greatest version of you. So I want to talk about ourselves and where we want to be versus where we expect to be. Okay? So when we're growing in life, sometimes we're sitting in a place and we want to be that boss bitch, that boss don, that person that got everything taken care of, money flowing in, family is good, house is good, car is good, life is good, spirit is good, soul is good, everything is perfect. But sometimes you can't just jump from right now to that, okay? You have to take your time and fix yourself first from the inside, and then let the outside things flow, and they will come to and just line up perfectly for you. But if you don't take your time to fix what you have inside and going on with you, nothing else on the outside can flow properly. Your relationships, your friendships, your family, your money situation, your home situation, none of that can go well for you if you're not going well for you. And in the day and age that we're in now, social media and things like that, and I mention this all the time, it's really easy for people to try and just show you that they're happy and show you that they're doing good and show you that they got money. But when they're off of the camera or away from the camera or by themselves, they don't have those things. And that's fine. Do that. Like, you're not bothering us showing those things, but you're bothering and uprupting yourself. You're not hurting anybody but you. You can't be on a spiritual journey and talk about elevation and expect to be a healer and expect to be greatness if you haven't healed yourself and fixed yourself first. You cannot get anywhere in life if you don't try to go back and fix what you feel is broken within you. A lot of us, we have been through things, whether it be a small thing or a big thing. And no matter how small the situation is, you can't just dust it under a rug and think, oh, well, it's whatever. You know, it's not that big of a deal to so-and-so or this and that, blah, blah, blah. But if it is a little big deal to you, then you need to sort out the emotions, sort out the feelings, sort out the situation within yourself so that you can be free, so that you can feel good, so that you can move on and see what comes after and on to the next levels of those things. So now you can't. So we have this really great book. I believe it's called The Patah Stories. If I'm mistaken, I'll come back and fix that. But it's a book that just gives you small, short stories that were passed down that just let you look at life and think about, like, how would I did that? What was this? This was a story, you know, things like that. Okay, so the Patah story I want to talk about is about two gentlemen on a spiritual journey. Say they go up in the mountains to like a monk castle, and the monk teacher gives them rules on what they need to do to get to the next step of their spiritual journey. One of the main rules is to not touch another woman, to not touch another person, cannot have sex with them, you cannot help them, you cannot touch them, hold their hand, nothing as simple as that. You cannot touch another human being. If so, your journey is cut off and you have to start all the way back from the beginning and redo everything. So, with this being known, nobody touched anybody. Everybody just stuck to what they needed to do, their lessons, their work, their prayers, their dedication to themselves. They focused on that. So now, one of the days, these two gentlemen are out and they're going on a journey to the next temple. So they're riding their horses on their road to wherever they're going in the forest. They come across a woman. The woman is crying. She needs help. She's like, oh, can somebody please help me? Yada, 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 yada. The first man walks by. He says, I'm sorry, I cannot help you. Whatever reason he gives her, I can't help you. My bad. You know, I'm doing my own thing. You feel me? Too bad for you. I'm off this. I'm not going to fuck myself up for you. Okay? It's pretty much what he's thinking and what he's saying. The second guy is like, damn, she's a damsel in distress. I'm just going to help her get up on her horse. She needed help getting on her horse. So he goes over and he helps her on her horse. That's it. Hops back on his horse, ready to finish his journey. The first gentleman is stuck in awe and in silence and in shock. The second gentleman is like, yo, what's wrong with you? You all right? He's like, I can't believe what I just saw. What did you see? What happened? What happened? You just touched that woman. You just picked her up and you touched her. Like, you touched her. The second man is like, okay, I touched her. It happened. It's over. It's done with. Like, we can move on. You could either bitch and complain that you seen me touch her and tell on me, or you could just keep it to yourself. So now, because the past is the past and the past should stay in the past, is what he said. So now, okay, end of story. It's understood that the second man felt the past was the past. Who cares? You're the only person that's seen me. I'm the only other person that's seen me. I'm not going to tell on myself. It is what it is. It's cool. We can move on from here. I didn't, all I did was help her on her horse. I actually did a good deed. Okay? Cool. You're right. If I'm the first guy, I don't have to tell. I don't have to say anything. I just keep it to myself because it's not bothering me. I ain't fuck up. You fucked up. That girl ain't have nothing to do with me. But now, for the second person, he's not realizing that whether or not I tell on him or he tells on himself, that his spiritual journey is over. His spiritual journey is done for. It has nothing to do with the priest that gave him the rules. It has nothing to do with his counterpart telling on him or him telling on himself, doing right and starting over, properly. God knows. He knows himself when he goes in the mirror and he looks and he's finished his completion of tests. He knows he is not one of the purest men like all the rest of the spiritual pure men, because you touched a woman and you didn't restart your practices like you were supposed to. And this story can fit in so many things. In relationships. Oh, you say you're a faithful person, you say you're a faithful man or a faithful woman, but here you are and you're going out cheating, and then you come home and you pretend like you didn't. Oh, so the world still thinks I'm a faithful man, so I'm a faithful man or a faithful woman. No, you're a cheater. Oh, so you go to work, they think you're so amazing, you're giving to the poor people, come find out you're stealing from the poor people, and you're just giving them little bits and pieces of their money. But since people don't know that you're stealing from the poor people, you say you're not a thief. But when you go home and you sleep in bed, you are a thief. So now, taking all this into two, the second man, the thief and the cheater, their job, your job, if you're one of these kind of people, is to fix yourself. One, admit you're wrong. Two, whether it be, you don't gotta admit to somebody outside of you. To admit you're wrong is to admit to yourself. Admit to yourself. I like to talk to myself in the mirror. I talk to myself regularly. But for some reason, when you speak to yourself in the mirror and you can look at yourself in your eyes, you see you. You see you to the deepest depth of your soul, and you can't hide from you. And go in the mirror, talk to yourself, and sort out those things that you know that you're hiding from people, that you know that you don't tell others, that you know that you need to get rid of, that you know don't make you the best version of you. And it's okay that you have those things. It's okay that you're not perfect. We're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. But I've been saying lately, you're your own version of perfect. Like, I'm gonna be perfect. The perfect Dominique Danielle Mims Jarrett ever. Okay? And I don't care who is trying to be like me. I don't care who thinks I'm trying to be like somebody else, because I sure as hell ain't. There's nobody on this planet that I want to be. There's nobody on this planet that I feel like is as cool as me. And there's a lot of cool people out here. There's a lot of unique people out here. There's so many awesome souls out here. And some of y'all get so caught up in looking at other people and miss how fucking awesome you are. I was missing how fucking awesome I was for such a long time, and I'm done doing that. And it's a new year coming. 2022, I feel it. This year has been so great to me. Like, I have been so great to me this year. 2022, I'm applying all that shit and I'm taking shit out. Everything is mine. Everything is mine. And I hope y'all are all feeling the same way. These posts are already running around. Your goals, your this, your that. Make sure they're signed, sealed, and delivered and sent to 2020 and ready and waiting for you there. Because this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. It's the takeover. You have to take over yourself before you take over anything else. And this year I took over my goddamn self. So if y'all ain't get on it, get on it. You feel me? Cool. Alright, but no. So with all that being said, just work on yourself, appreciate yourself, love yourself. Don't deny any aspect of yourself. Sit down and sort out through yourself. Figure out the good and the bad and the great that's inside. Don't try and get rid of anything that you feel others don't appreciate until you see if you appreciate it for yourself. Because the people on the outside of us, they may love us, they may not love us, but their intentions are not for us. Their intentions are for them. Their intentions are, how can this person make me feel better in this moment? How can this person make me feel more comfortable? How can this person, or what can this person do for me in this day and age? That's just who we are as humans. Sometimes we have a tendency to do that. And it doesn't matter if it's your mom, if it's your best friend, if it's your sister, if it's your cousin, if it's your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your baby mama, baby daddy, your kids, man, your kids. They will try to create your life for them. And that's not what we're here for. And that's what we've been set up to think, that we're here to take care of our children, here to take care of our family, here to take care of our, significant others. And yes, we are to an extent, but you have to take care of you first. So sit with you, take care of you, figure out what you want to do, what you want to love on, what you want to enjoy. And then when you feel good, I promise you, everybody fucking around you will feel good. And if they don't, they're not for you. Yeah, so enjoy yourself, love yourself, appreciate yourself, enlighten, empower, and elevate yourself. And if you need help, come find us here at Soul Tribe Vibes. For the new year, Devon and I will be putting out goddess and God affirmation meditations. I believe I'm going to put them on our Anchor, but I might put them on our YouTube as well. But catch those. Help yourself feel good. Let us help you feel good. Let's do this. Let's take over the world.